right, good morning. Excuse me, good morning. We'll try to begin in just a moment. Good morning. We'll try to begin in just a moment. Apologize. He'll make his way.
Hey, Mr. Strober.
Good morning. Thank you. Now that we have everybody on the dais, I'd like to call this meeting of the Escambia County Board of County Commissioners to order. Reverend Daniel Strobel from the First Pentecostal Church will give the invocation. Please rise.
First of all, I want to thank you, Steve, for the invitation to come and be a part of this ceremony today. I appreciate that. On this beautiful, rainy Tuesday morning, it's always a good thing, and I find it a joy when we can begin any meeting when we're able to call upon the name of the Lord. And so join with me today as we pray. Jesus, we thank you for this beautiful day and every person that's in attendance. At the beginning of this new chapter of the Board of County Commissioners, we call upon your name to bring unity and clarity and purpose to every commissioner. Let there be a willingness to work together for the common good of our community, even where there are differences of opinions and disagreements. Let there be a right course of action that is taken that has the community focus in mind. Let there be an openness of mind. Let there be a respect for one another's opinions. And in such an environment, we know that many great things can be accomplished that will benefit Escambia County for many years to come. In the midst of complex and burdensome issues brought before this board, let us remember that you promised the wisdom, as the Apostle James wrote, "If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives to all liberally and without reproach, and it will be given him. But let him ask in faith without doubting." And so we ask in faith not only today, but we ask in faith tomorrow and in the days ahead. Because we humbly recognize that we don't have the wisdom in order to manage and find the answers within ourselves, we'll call upon your name because we know all answers can be found in you. We thank you for every commissioner today and pray that you would bless each and every one of them for their commitment to the community and to the strength of this community and families within this community. We ask you for your blessings and your strength and your continued wisdom. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you very much, Reverend. At this time, I'd ask if I'd like to invite Brenna Sweeney, daughter of Commissioner-elect Steve Stroberger, if she may come and perform the national anthem.
Oh, sing, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
Thank you very much, Brenna. That was beautiful. Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag. And thank you again, Brenna. And Steve, thank you for the invitation this morning and a beautiful beginning to the board meeting. I don't know that I've seen that before. It's an installation ceremony today in the organizational meeting of the new board. The purpose of this installation is to install the recently elected members of the Board of County Commissioners of Escambia County, Florida, the organization of the new board, and the approval of elected commissioners' appointments to the Board of Adjustment, the Escambia County Disability Awareness Committee, the Escambia County Mass Transit Advisory Committee, the Escambia Marine Advisory Committee, the Planning Board, and the San Rosa Island Authority. I'd like to thank any of our previous county commissioners who are present here today for joining us and welcoming the new board members. In addition, I'd like to express the board's pleasure at having other current and previously elected officials with us to witness the installation of the new members of the commission. If we have some previous board members, if you're able, if you might stand for a moment to be recognized. I know that I've seen a couple. Commissioner Bill Dixon, Commissioner Robert Bender, Commissioner Gene Valentino. I'm sorry? Grover. Oh, there's his hand. Commissioner Grover Robinson, I apologize. Grover, I apologize, as well as being the mayor of the city of Pensacola. You were already standing, so I couldn't see you in the back. And I know we have some other elected, they're elected officials. If you might stand and please be recognized. Previous and current elected officials. Let's see. Madam State Attorney Ginger Madden, saw Sheriff Chip Simmons, Supervisor of Elections Robert Bender, ECUA District 5 Board Member Kevin Stevens, City Council Allison Patton, Vicki Campbell, where were you? There's Vicki. I saw it, Kevin. Okay, Vicki Campbell, ECUA Board Member, and Ashton Hayward, where? Oh, there he is, right in the middle. All right. Mr. Mayor from City of Pensacola, 2 terms, Ashton Hayward, thank you for being here with us as well. Last but certainly not least, we welcome on this occasion the citizens of our community, those we are here to serve. We're delighted to have you here with us today as well. We'll now begin the newly elected Board of County Commissioners installation and swearing-in ceremony for Commissioners-elect Stephen Strohberger, District 1, Lumen May, District 3, Ashley Hoffberger, District 4, and Stephen Berry, District 5. The Honorable Ginger Bowden Madden, State Attorney of the First Judicial Circuit Court of Florida, will administer the oath of office and loyalty oath to Commissioner-elect Stephen Strohberger, District 1, followed by the Honorable Pam Childers, Clerk of the Circuit Court and Comptroller, who will be reading the commission. Madam State Attorney, would you please join Commissioner-elect Strohberger along with his family at the podium, followed by Madam Clerk. Steve?
You ready? If you'll repeat after me, please. Raise your right hand.
Oops, sorry.
I, Stephen Strohberger,
I, Stephen Strohberger,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, protect, and defend
that I will support, protect, and defend
the Constitution and government of the United States
the Constitution and government of the United States
and of the state of Florida,
and of the state of Florida,
that I am duly qualified to hold office
that I'm duly qualified to hold office
under the Constitution of the United States,
under the Constitution of the United States,
and that I will well and faithfully perform
and that I will well and faithfully perform
the duties of County Commissioner District 1,
the duties of County Commissioner District 1,
on which I am now about to enter.
of which I am now about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Now our loyalty oath.
Hands still up.
I, Stephen Stroberger,
I, Stephen Stroberger,
a citizen of the state of Florida
a citizen of the state of Florida
and of the United States of America,
and of the United States of America,
and being an officer of Escambia County
and being an officer of Escambia County
and the recipient of public funds as such officer,
and the recipient of public funds of such officer,
to do hereby solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and of the state of Florida.
and of the state of Florida.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Stay up here with me, please. At this time, I would like to ask all of Commissioner Stroberger's family to join us. Through the decades of marriage and the movement through military careers in the United States and abroad, 5 children join them with their spouses and aunt and mother. And I want to introduce you to this beautiful family as Steve takes office as our commissioner. And I would like to present your commission, Steve. If I could have all the family stand behind, and if you'll face me, and if you'll stand with me, stay with me. Together we present your commission.
Am I in attention or parade rest?
At attention. All right. On behalf of the Executive Department of the State of Florida, I present your commission. On behalf of Ron DeSantis, Governor of Florida, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Constitution and laws of this state, do hereby commission Steve Stroberger, who was duly elected on the 5th day of November 2024 to be a member of the Board of County Commissioners, District 1, for a term beginning on the 19th day of November 2024 until the 20th day of November 2028, according to the Constitution and the laws of the state, and in the name of the people of the state of Florida, to have, hold, and exercise the said office, and all the powers and responsibilities appertaining thereto, and to receive the privileges and emoluments thereof in accordance with the law. In testimony whereof, I do hereunto set my hand and cause to affix the great seal of the state at Tallahassee, the capital, this 19th day of November 2024, and of the independence of the United States, the 248th year. Signed, our Governor, Ron DeSantis. Congratulations, Commissioner Stroberger. All right, love you. Of your family. You stay in here. We're going to slide with you for a picture. Ginger,
You come over here.
please join us. Now, we're just going to take a picture. That works for us. You can stand right in front of me. I'm tall. Right? You want to stand next to me?
Get buried in there.
No, don't. You're wearing a great red. You're good. All right. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Congratulations, Commissioner Stroberger. Thank you, Madam Clerk, Madam State Attorney. The Honorable Judge Kara Smith will now administer the oath of office and loyalty oath to Commissioner-elect Lumen May, District 3. Judge Smith will also read Mr. May's commission. Judge Smith, would you please join Commissioner-elect May along with his folks at the podium? It's nice to see you back in the building, Kara.
It's nice to be back.
Well, you have been missed in the County Attorney's Office.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. I will administer the oath of office. Raise your right hand for me. I state your name.
I, Lumen May,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, protect, and defend
I will support, protect, and defend
the Constitution and the government of the United States
the Constitution and the government of the United States
and of the state of Florida,
and of the state of Florida,
and that I am duly qualified to hold office
and that I am duly qualified to hold office
under the Constitution of the United States,
under the Constitution of the United States.
and that I will well and faithfully perform
I will well and faithfully perform
the duties of County Commissioner, District 3,
the duties of County Commissioner, District 3,
on which I am about to enter.
on which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
And the loyalty oath, I state your name,
I, Lumen May,
a citizen of the state of Florida and of the United States of America,
the citizens of the United
a citizen of the state of Florida
citizens of the state of Florida
and of the United States of America,
and the United States of America,
and being an officer of Escambia County
and being an officer of Escambia County
and the recipient of public funds
and the recipient of public funds,
as such officer,
do
hereby solemnly swear or affirm
hereby solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and of the state of Florida.
and of the state of Florida.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Do you have anybody you'd like to join you for the reading of the commission?
You asked.
All right.
All righty then. Extended family.
Quite the crowd. All
Well,
right.
yeah, you know, I mean, they came with Ashton.
All right. Probably got to go.
Come on, Mom.
Hello. All right. Get a few more in there. Okay.
You know how we're doing District 3.
All right. Executive Department, State of Florida. In the name and by the authority of the state of Florida, on behalf of Ron DeSantis, Governor of Florida, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Constitution and the laws of this state, do hereby commission Lumen J. May, who was duly elected on the 14th day of June, 2024, to be a member of the Board of County Commissioners, Escambia County, District 3, for a term beginning on the 19th day of November, 2024, until the 20th day of November, 2028, according to the Constitution and the laws of this state, and in the name of the people of the state of Florida, to have, hold, and exercise the said office and all the powers and responsibilities appertaining thereto, and to receive the privileges and emoluments thereof in accordance with the law. In testimony whereof I do hereunto set my hand and cause to be affixed the great seal of the state of Florida at Tallahassee, the capital, this 19th day of November, 2024, and of the independence of the United States, the 248-year attested Cord Bird, Secretary of State, Ron DeSantis, Governor of Florida. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, y'all. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Thank you again, Judge Smith. Congratulations, Commissioner May. The Honorable Judge John Simon will administer the oath of office and loyalty oath to Commissioner-elect Ashley Hoffberger, District 4, followed by Pam Childers, Clerk of the Circuit Court and Comptroller, who will read the commission. Judge Simon, would you please join Commissioner-elect Hoffberger along with her family at the podium, followed by Madam Clerk?
All right, will you raise your right hand? I, Ashley Hoffberger,
I, Ashley Hoffberger,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, protect, and defend
that I will support, protect, and defend
the Constitution and government of the United States
the Constitution and government of the United States
and of the state of Florida,
and of the state of Florida,
that I am duly qualified to hold office
that I am duly qualified to hold office
under the Constitution of the United States,
under the Constitution of the United States,
and that I will well and faithfully perform
and that I will well and faithfully perform
the duties of County Commissioner, District 4,
the duties of County Commissioner, District 4,
on which I am now about to enter,
of which I am now about to enter.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Now the loyalty oath. I, Ashley Hoffberger,
I, Ashley Hoffberger,
a citizen of the state of Florida
a citizen of the state of Florida
and the United States of America,
and the United States of America,
and being an officer of Escambia County
and being an officer of Escambia County,
and the recipient of public funds as such officer,
and the recipient of public funds as such officer,
do hereby solemnly swear or affirm
do hereby solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the state of Florida.
and the state of Florida.
Congratulations.
Keep you here with me in a relaxed position.
Thank you. Do I call my family?
Do you have your
I
family
do
with
have
you?
some
Yeah,
family.
this is wonderful.
Tammy, Andrew, Rick, Diane.
This is a great opportunity for you to meet their family and the support that comes behind them every day, every evening, every waking hour.
Thank you.
Come on a little closer,
Switching, guys.
and I'll keep you in front, and Grant, you can stand for me. Hi, family. On behalf of the Executive Department of the State of Florida, I present your commission. On behalf of Ron DeSantis, Governor of Florida, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Constitution and the laws of the state, do hereby commission Ashley Hoffberger, who was duly elected on the 5th day of November 2024 to be a member of the Escambia County Board of County Commissioners, District 4, for a term beginning on the 19th day of November 2024 until the 17th day of November 2026, according to the Constitution and laws of this state and in the name of the people of the state of Florida, to have, hold, and exercise the said office, and all the powers and responsibilities appertaining thereto, and to receive the privileges and emoluments thereof in accordance with the law. In testimony whereof, I do hereunto set my hand and cause to be affixed the great seal of the state at Tallahassee, the capital, this 19th day of November 2024, and of the independence of the United States, the 248th year. Signed, Ron DeSantis, our governor. Congratulations. Would would you like to get a picture? She's available. Come slide this way a little bit.
All right. Thank you, Judge Simon. Madam Clerk, congratulations, Commissioner Hoffberger. The Honorable Judge John Simon will administer the oath of office and loyalty oath to me, Commissioner-elect Stephen Berry, District 5. Judge Simon will also read my commission. Judge Simon, would you please join me, Ellen, and the kids at the podium?
All right, if you'll raise your right hand for me. I, Stephen Berry. Right, on this side. All right, I, Stephen Berry,
I, Stephen Berry,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, protect, and defend
that I will support, protect, and defend
the Constitution and government of the United States
the Constitution and government of the United States
and of the state of Florida,
and of the state of Florida,
that I am duly qualified to hold office
that I am duly qualified to hold office
under the Constitution of the United States,
under the Constitution of the United States,
and that I will well and faithfully perform
that I will well and faithfully perform
the duties of County Commissioner, District 5,
the duties of County Commissioner, District 5,
which I am now about to enter,
which I am now about to enter,
so help me God.
so help me God.
The loyalty oath, I, Stephen Berry,
I, Stephen Berry,
a citizen of the state of Florida and the United States of America,
a citizen of the state of Florida and the United States of America,
and being an officer of Escambia County,
and being an officer of Escambia County,
and the recipient of public funds as such officer,
and the recipient of public funds as such officer,
do hereby solemnly swear or affirm
do hereby solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the state of Florida.
and the state of Florida.
Congratulations.
Yes. Yeah, it's okay.
All right, and the commission, this is the Executive Department, State of Florida, in the name and by the authority of the state of Florida, on behalf of Ron DeSantis, Governor of Florida, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Constitution and laws of this state, do hereby commission Stephen Berry, who was duly elected on the 5th day of November 2024 to be a member of the Escambia County Board of County Commissioners, District 5, for a term beginning on the 19th day of November 2024 until the 20th day of November 2028, according to the Constitution and laws of this state, and in the name of the people of the state of Florida, to have, hold, and exercise the said office with all the powers and responsibilities appertaining thereto, and to receive the privileges and emoluments thereof in accordance with the law. In testimony hereof, I do hereunto set my hand and cause to be affixed the great seal of the state at Tallahassee, the capital, this 19th day of November 2024, and of the independence of the United States, the 248th year. Signed, Ron DeSantis. Congratulations.
Come on over here. Bubba, come on. You get in too. You can stand in for David. Thank you, Judge Simon. Appreciate you again. At this point, we would take the privilege for comments. We'll begin perhaps in the same order that we were sworn in. Commissioner Strohberger, you've got the floor. If you'd like to make some comments, sir.
Well, thank you, everybody, for coming here. I really appreciate it. I'm honored to take the seat here in District 1. My wife and I have to thank her first. There's so many people to thank, but my wife has been there for all of all of our milestones. She's always been there, and she's always supported me. And what else? I had things I was going to say. Thank you, Brenna. That was beautiful. Thank you for doing that. I want to thank Pastor Daniel, too. Thank you very much for the invocation. So when I arrived in Pensacola 34 years ago last month, I didn't think I'd be doing this 34 years later. I'm happy to do it. And all the things my wife and I have done together and celebrated, this is not one of the things that we planned on or necessarily we celebrate as much, because it's not easy doing this. But like I said, I'm happy to do it. And 34 years ago, I remember when I was graduating, I don't know if the senior drill instructor, Staff Sergeant Gabali's here. He was coming, but he's not here. We were celebrating the end of training. I came here to go to AOCS, Aviation Officer Candidate School. And the end of training, we were doing a barbecue outside with the senior drill instructor, Staff Sergeant Gabali, United States Marine Corps. And yes. And he didn't know this, but I snuck up to the into the barracks up to the top floor. We had just been issued our flight jackets and our flight suits, and I went up there by myself, nobody around. He would have killed me if he knew I did this. And I got into my flight suit and my flight jacket and my boots, and I stood in front of the mirror, and I marveled at myself. I couldn't believe I'd finally gotten to this point in my life, and it's something Gina knows that I've wanted to do forever, like little boys want to do. And I was just so happy. But I know that there are little boys in this community that may not feel that sense of accomplishment and that just awesome feeling that I felt. And I think I'm going to help bring hope to those boys with Hassan's help. Hassan, raise your hand. Hassan and me are working together in District 1. And I think that with Hassan's help, we can do wonderful things. I'm thankful for the opportunity to serve not just District 1, but the rest of the county, all of Escambia County. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Commissioner Strohberger, and congratulations again. I want to thank dearly Judge Smith, Judge Simon, and Madam State Attorney for being with us today. We'd love it if you're able to stay, but if your schedules don't allow that, we certainly understand. So if you need to slip out, thank you again for being here. Commissioner May?
Thank you. Thank you, Commissioner Berry.
Yes, sir.
It's an honor. First, let me thank Judge Smith for being here. What a blessing. Thank you, Judge Smith. And dreams come true. And as I took the oath and was able to come back and say something to Madam Council, and we think about Kia and Kira, who all got their start right here in the county attorney's office, and to be seeing what you've accomplished in your position. It was an honor to have you here. So thank you, Judge Smith. I appreciate it. I certainly have a long speech, and I really was going to give it. Commissioner Kohler reminded me that he was going to be the chair. Barry was out. He was in. And if I stayed too long, he wouldn't give me any appointments. And I mean, so I may go long because I'm not really looking for any appointments. But and then I thought I'd piggyback off my new colleague off of his speech, and I said, well, the only woman that's only stood with me is my mama, so I'm glad that she was here with me, and so I really appreciate my mom, and so what an honor. And there are a lot of people that think, I mean, I could go down the list. My two dearest friends in the world, Raymond Palmer and Lonnie Wesley, closer than brothers, they're here. I see the guy that's given me rides all of my life for the last 30 years, and Dan Shugart, and to my children, to my family, my extended family, what an honor. And I want to say thank you to my family, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins, my children, through separations, through disappointments, through being ostracized, through being criticized, through being questioned. You stood with me through the test of time. Regardless of what anyone would say, you have been with me, and my mother often told me that you should just be thankful and grateful. It is not a right to serve, it's an honor to serve. It's been my lifelong goal to do the right thing for District 3, to fight against opposition, even when it's unpopular. So often people say, you don't fight back enough. And I said, my father always told me, don't swing down, swing up. And so you got to be able to take licks no matter who you are. And so these last years have been years of turmoil. There have been years of conflict, but I can see a rainbow at the end of the tunnel. Through every rainy day, there's sunshine that's going to shine. And so sunshine is shining in Escambia County. I couldn't do it without our staff, Wes Marino, his administration staff, Human Services, Planning. We're very thankful to all of these staff that have helped us, and to the constituents. There's no secret of my position. I often say that local politics is the best politics because I get an opportunity to wake up every day and try to do something good for the children and the seniors of Escambia County. We don't campaign. We've never really campaigned because each and every day I say to Aretta and I tell the Audra, what did we do to help somebody? And so every day that I wake up, I'm reminded that it's important to help. And so Mama knows best. You know, we appreciate you. You've been there with me from Bill Bond, from Team Mom, to the usher board, to the choir. And when I got ready to take my oath, I still was amazed at how you were still trying to direct traffic and run the show. I'm okay, Mama. It's been 12 years. So as I close, let me just say to the citizens of Escambia County, each and every day, I wake up with the right intentions to do the right thing. And sometimes we may err on our way, we may struggle on our way, we may disagree, but that's the great thing about being here, being able to sit with four of my colleagues. I mean, and we probably all have different ideologies and political persuasions. I mean, and let me tell you, all four of y'all won this time. God bless y'all won. I mean, and so I can say that, but as I close, this is what I say, and which is my motto. It's an old Negro spiritual that my father would often say. If I can help somebody as I travel along, if I can help somebody with a word or a song, if I can show a child that they're going wrong, if I can spread the message that the Master has taught, then all my service will not have been in vain. Today, I pray that my service is not in vain. Thank you for allowing me to serve. God bless you.
Thank you, Commissioner May, and it's taken 12 years, but I have learned to set up the run of show so that I don't have to follow you today. It's taken a number of lessons for me to get there, but Commissioner Hoffberger?
I don't mind serving as middleman. That's okay. Thank you so much to the residents of District 4 who put their faith in me. I sincerely appreciate it. And it is such an opportunity and a blessing to sit up here and one of the things that Commissioner Stroberger mentioned was providing hope and inspiration, and I am so excited to be a part of the board that is going to continue to do that for Escambia County. As far as the campaign went, thank you so much to my amazing husband, our wonderful friends and family, Tammy and Andrew, Grandma and Grandpa, Rick and Diane. We were at a debate one night and someone said, how are you going to do everything that's on your plate? And I said, it takes a village. And so thank you so much for being part of my village, for lifting me up and supporting me and believing in me. I sincerely appreciate that, and I appreciate all the faith that you've placed in me. I am just excited to be up here and to make a difference and work together. And it is a new day, and the sun is shining, and I think that it is just going to be an amazing adventure for all of us over the next few years, and we're going to get to accomplish a lot together, so I'm thrilled to be a part of that.
Thank you, Commissioner Hoffberger, and I want to certainly echo all of my colleagues' sentiments of gratitude. I'm very grateful to be entrusted again from the citizens of District 5, and it's an honor, and I take office with a lot of humility, and it's a lot of responsibility, but I'm excited again and very grateful. And the sun might not be shining outside, but as has been stated, it's I think it is a sunny day for Escambia County. But first, I want to thank my beautiful wife Ellen and Sloan and Jack, for being here with us today. It's it's not just a case of whether would have been able to successfully, campaign this time. Without Ellen's love and support, I never would have kind of entered the fray 12 years ago, even, much less, have been successful 12 years ago and then subsequently, and certainly this time. But it's not even an opportunity that I would have had without these support, without her love and support. And it's, and then, in addition to being a partner and now, raising children, it's a pleasure, and I appreciate you, baby. But like I said, it is, Lumen, you pointed out the gratefulness for your mother being able to be here. I'm happy for you. Grateful for mine as well. So, thank you again. At this time, I'm going to turn the chair over to Allison Rogers, County Attorney, who's going to oversee the rotation of the new chairperson and the new vice chairperson of the Board of County Commissioners for the year. Madam Counsel.
My pleasure. According to a very long-standing Board of County Commissioners policy, the chair and the vice chair of the board are selected according to a rotation policy by district number. Furthermore, that policy says that should a newly elected commissioner be slated to rotate in as the chairperson, that newly elected commissioner can defer that chairmanship for a year. Therefore, and by operation of that policy, the new chairman is going to be Commissioner Michael Kohler, and your new the new vice chairperson is going to be Ashley Hoffberger. They will serve in these roles from November of 2024 through November of 2025. Congratulations to both Kohler and Hoffberger. Thank you so much for your service.
Well, thank you all for coming today. I felt left out a little bit. Everyone got to do say something, do something. So, hon, do you want to renew our vows today? Yeah, we'll do that in 2 years. But honestly, I'm grateful to serve with everyone here. As you can see, I don't quite marvel in Steve like he marvels in himself, but I'm glad to serve with them. And I know we both never thought we'd be here 2 years later. I didn't know you'd be here. I thought Robert would be there forever, honestly. But it's a great day for the community. And Elvis Presley had 3 letters he used to say, and it was TCB, taking care of business. And that's what the staff in West Marino do every single day for us. And it gets unnoticed a lot of time. But I know every one of the commissioners up here appreciate what we do. And thank you very much to staff. I'd like to give them all a round of applause if you don't mind. Thank you. And people said, what do I want to do for the next year as the chair? And it's real simple. I want to make boring great again. So I don't want a lot of sensational stories, and I look forward to working with everyone here. So I'm going to read the last statement here, and then I think we're going to move on. So the next item of business is to be considered by the board in the meeting is the approval of the newly elected commissioners' nominees to various boards and committees. The chair will entertain a motion to approve the appointments by Commissioner Stroberger, May, Hoffberger, and Berry to the Board of Adjustments, the Escambia County Disability Awareness Committee, the Escambia County Mass Transit Advisory Committee, the Escambia Marine Advisory Committee, the Planning Board, and the Santa Rosa Island Authority. Do I have a motion?
Mr. Chairman, if there are no additions or deletions, I move the item.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, please vote. A vote passed unanimously, 5-0. Commissioners, in order to make the chairman appointments, the county administrator will distribute a list of board of committees we serve on representing Escambia County. I will ask that each of us submit their top 2 that they'd like, 2 that you don't mind being on, and then 2 that you'll take for the team by Monday, December 2nd. And then we will vote on those on December 12th, if everyone's okay with that.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you all for attending this ceremony. Oh, we're going to, actually, one other thing, the Cal, right? On the December 12th meeting, we're going to have the agenda review, and then we will also discuss bringing back the committee of the whole. I think our first subject is going to be on OLF 8. I didn't realize you wanted to see us that much, but it'll be fun.
You just wait and see.
All right. Thank you all for attending.
I'll be there.
Come on, Lumen. Thank you all for attending the ceremony. We appreciate you being here. Invite you to the remain for the reception immediately following the adjournment in the art gallery right next to here. I would again like to thank Judge Kara Smith, Judge John Simmons, the Honorable Ginger Bowden Madden, the Honorable Pam Childers, the staff under the Board of County Commissioners, and everyone who was involved in preparing this installation and reception. Unless there's anything else, we'll adjourn the meeting, and I'll try not to break the gavel, Gene.